Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job, but has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job, but has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job, but has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job, but has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job, but has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job, but has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job, but has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something.
Sportsmanship means doing what's right, treating your opponent with respect, no matter the score.
The guy across from you works really hard to get to where he's at, so you should respect him, respect all the work he's put in.
It always goes back to the golden rule, you know, treat people how you would like to be treated.
I'm sure if you play sports, you've been around people who are unkind during the sport, but it makes it better and when everybody's kind. You're out there playing a sport, you're out there to have fun. You can still want to win, but always be kind. Remember, that's a human.
Nothing you can say from the stands is going to change the call that they make on the field. No matter how hard you yell at them, they're going to stick with the call on the field. So it doesn't really help much. But what does help is encouraging your team when they're down, when the call doesn't go their way. Instead of yelling at the officials, try to help encourage your team and get them out of the funk that they're in, and try and get them in the right direction.
It's about picking the right tool for the job. But has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job. But has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job. But has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job. But has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job. But has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job. But has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job. But has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job. But has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job. But has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for?
Sportsmanship means doing what's right, treating your opponent with respect, no matter the score.
The guy across from you works really hard to get to where he's at, so you should respect him, respect all the work he's put in.
It always goes back to the golden rule, you know, treat people how you would like to be treated.
I'm sure if you play sports, you've been around people who are unkind during the sport, but it makes it better and when everybody's kind. You're out there playing a sport, you're out there to have fun. You can still want to win, but always be kind. Remember, that's a human.
Nothing you can say from the stands is going to change the call that they make on the field. No matter how hard you yell at them, they're going to stick with the call on the field. So it doesn't really help much, but what does help is encouraging your team when they're down, when the call doesn't go their way. Instead of yelling at the officials, try and help encourage your team and get them out of the funk that they're in and try and get them in the right direction.
Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job. But has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job. But has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today. Everyone talks about picking the right tool for the job. But has anyone ever told you about picking the right job? At Norseman, we're not just about the bottom line. Our mechanics, our drivers, and our people work as a team. And we know there's no better way to get from point A to point B than with a trusted team by your side. So we don't just give our people great pay and benefits, we treat them like family too. And that's what makes Norseman different. So what are you waiting for? Be a part of something. And check out Norseman.com today.
107.3 and streaming live at KLW.com. Now let's head to Charles City, Iowa with the voice of the game, Zarin Egestal.
Thanks, Mel. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Charles City Middle School as we get set for Class 2A Substate basketball between the Lake Mills Bulldogs and the MFL MarMac Bulldogs in this Class 2A Substate number 4 between the champion of District number 7, Lake Mills, 23-0, rated number 8 in Class 2A, and the champions of District number 8, 23-1 on the season, the Bulldogs of MFL MarMac. Both these two teams out on the floor getting set for this one. It should be a close to capacity crowd here at Charles City Middle School, a crowd that was, well, they were busting at the seams to get in here as soon as the doors were open. The doors to the building opened up earlier throughout the evening, but the doors to the gymnasium would not open up until 6 o'clock today for the spectators, and as soon as those doors opened at 6 o'clock, it was a flood of blue and yellow on the far side and purple and gold here on the near side as Lake Mills and MFL MarMac get set for this state deciding game. The winner of this will be one of the 8 teams to head to the Class 2A state basketball championships. Lake Mills trying to get back down to state, have been there for the past 3 years in Class 1A. MFL MarMac trying to get down to state for the first time since 2013. MFL MarMac 23-1 on the season. The champions of the Upper Iowa Conference this year finished at 16-0. Lake Mills, the champions of the top of Iowa West Conference, also finishing at 16-0. And with that, we'll bring in the second member of our team, Josiah Cleveland, will be with us this evening as well. And it was a pretty interesting trip for both these two teams and how they got here, wasn't it, Josiah?
Yeah, it was. Both these teams won 2 games to get to this point here in Charles City. Both were the top teams in their districts, top 2 teams in this sub-state. Lake Mills started off their trip to Charles City here with a win by a score of 83-60 over Sumner Fredericksburg, who had beat Forest City to get that game against the Lake Mills Bulldogs. They then beat Osage this past Tuesday. We had that game. That was a score of 72-47. Osage got past North Fayette Valley to earn their trip there in Garner. And then on the flip side for the other Bulldogs, MFL MarMac beat New Hampton by a score of 74-47. That was in the quarterfinals. New Hampton was at that game by a victory over Postville, 76-41. And then Tuesday night, it was a close one, but MFL MarMac defeated Beckman Catholic by a score of 51, That was at Central Acatur to win that district and earn their right here at Charles City.
Yeah, so a couple of pass there for both these two teams, MFL MarMac and the Lake Mills Bulldogs. Well, we're going to take a quick break, our first break here of the pregame show. When we come back, we're going to be talking with Lake Mills head boys basketball coach Kyle Menke. Menke in his 24th year coaching basketball at Lake Mills. We'll hear what he has to say about MFL MarMac. That comes your way in 1 minute here on KIOW.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
At Winnebago Mutual Insurance Association and Winnebago Insurance Agency in Lake Mills, you get the coverage you know you need from the people you know will be there for you when you need them most. Trust in tomorrow with Winnebago Mutual and Winnebago Insurance Agency, your local Grinnell Mutual insurance providers.
Swenson's Do It Best Hardware and Brick. Get thousands of handy items like Traeger grills, WeatherTech products, housewares, tools, plumbing, electrical, and building materials. For all your painting projects, choose Valspar Pristine, Medallion, and Integrity paints. We do custom matching from any color. Get ready for spring at Swenson's Do It Best Hardware and Brick, serving North Iowa for over 40 years.
Welcome back here to Charles City Middle School, our pregame show getting set for the Substate final between the Lake Mills Bulldogs and the MFL MarMac Bulldogs. We're talking now with Lake Mills boys basketball coach Kyle Menke in his 24th season. And coach, very good defensive effort for your team against Osage in that district championship win.
Yeah, it was. I think it was the best defensive performance that we'd had in several games, and that was kind of the emphasis coming in, as we knew we were going to have to defend. You know, Osage has very quick, talented guards, and those kids are going to be a problem for years to come.
Coach, a lot of good performances from many different athletes in this game. Aiden Stensrud had 20 rebounds, a career high, but Eli Menke, the Osage Green Devil killer, 11 of 18 from three-point range in 2 games this season against Osage.
Love seeing Eli, shooting the ball like that. He was 4 for 5 on threes in this game. And as you mentioned, 11 for 18 in 2 games against them. And it just seemed like Eli's threes in the game were very timely shots. I think he hit one right at the end of the half and one right at the end of the third quarter, which is always nice momentum there to go into a little break there. And
personally, I was impressed with Lance Helming. A comeback game for him, 21 points, kind of just took over the contest there against Osage. Denton Kingland quietly 13 points and 9 assists. Big challenge tonight, Coach, as you're taking on MFL MarMac, a team that back in Class 2A as well, playing just about as well as anybody over on the eastern side of the state, the Upper Iowa Conference champions this year. A team that is young but has been very impressive over the last 2 years. A ton of freshmen and sophomores last year, a ton of sophomores and juniors this year. It's a battle of 2 teams and their strengths tonight. MFL MarMac, really, really good guard play. Can their bigs keep up with yours? On the flip side, your team, of course, dominates just about anybody inside. MFL MarMac, yourself, both teams that average over 70 points per game. And they're a team just like you that wants to get up and down the floor.
You're exactly right. I mean, they're a high-scoring team. I think they average 76 points per game. And so we're going to have to really be locked in defensively to their strengths. They're very quick. They've got a couple of guys that handle the ball extremely well. Zach Driscoll is an outstanding young player and just really tough in all areas, but he handles the ball so well. He's very quick and he can score from a variety of areas on the court. So we're going to have to really get locked in with our defensive game plan, and then on the offensive end, just need to continue doing the things that have led us to success this year, which is finding the advantage on every possession. For us, but we really look forward to the challenge.
He's Kyle Menke. I'm Zarin Egistol. We'll take a break here from Charles City. We'll come back in 2 minutes with more of the pregame show. We're getting set. Substate Championship winner to the Class 2A state tournament next week. Loser will end their season. These two teams combined this year 46-1. Lake Mills boys basketball on KIOW.
After 12 years of service to North Iowa, Top Dead Center Truck Equipment has sold the Western Snow Plows and truck accessory businesses to KCS Plows, a subsidiary of Kingland Construction Services. Todd and the staff want to thank you for partnering with them to keep snow moving in North Iowa. Stay safe moving snow in the future. Thank you from Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City.
Pritchard Auto Company of Britt is a proud supporter of West Hancock athletics, music, arts, and education, as well as many activities and organizations in the Britt and Kanawha communities. You support us so we can support them. Check us out on Pritchards.com. Give us a call or stop in and let us earn your business. That's Pritchards.com. Go Eagles.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations, may lose value.
Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills has over 25 years experience in electrical, plumbing, heating, and air conditioning work, residential and light commercial installation and repair work. Give them a call at 641-592-8831 today. Good luck to the Lake Mills Bulldogs from Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills.
Hi, I'm Dave Zroslik, president of Stellar Industries. The employee owners of Stellar Industries reflect the values of small-town living, honesty, integrity, kindness.
Lake Mills, the Bulldogs of MFL MarMac getting sent for this contest here this evening. I ran a little bit of a Twitter poll for those of you that follow me on Twitter. How many teams in the state of Iowa? I think you can still vote on that until about right at 7 o'clock. So if you want to get over to my Twitter account and vote on that. How many teams, how many current schools in the state of Iowa use the Bulldogs? As we have two of them here this evening. We'll give you the answer to that before tip-off this evening here for Lake Mills and MFL MarMac. Lake Mills trying to get down to the Class 2A boys basketball state tournament for the first time. As MFL MarMac, we mentioned their last trip to state came in 2013. All of their state trips are in Class 2A. 13, 12, 97, 94, and 93 are all of MFL MarMac's state tournament trips. All those came in Class 2A. They came back up to Class 2A last year, lost in the district final to Monticello 60-42 after winning in the second round over North Fayette Valley 61-56. Otherwise, they were in Class 4A for 4 seasons, 18, 19, 20, and 21, and not so good in Class 1A as they went 0 for 4 in those trips to the Class 1A Class 1A postseason tournament. Went 0 for 4, lost in the first round all 4 years, 18, 19, 20, and 21 that they were in Class 4A. A little bit about MFL MarMac. Of course, MFL MarMac in Clayton County. You can't get much closer to the river than you can there through MFL MarMac. Clayton County, blue and gold are their colors. And, of course, as we mentioned, the Bulldogs as well. MFL stands for Monona, Farmersburg, and Luna. Those are the 3 towns that make up MFL. At one point, they were just MFL. And then the MAR stands for Marquette, and the MAC stands for McGregor. So that's where you get MFL MarMac. The 3 towns we talked about, and then MAR stands for Marquette, and then MAC stands for McGregor. And actually, a pretty good former NBA player as well, coming from MFL MarMac as of recent, as Ray LaFrenz was a three-time All-Stater for MFL MarMac. He led them to state in 1993, 1994 before going to Kansas, played for Roy Williams and Kansas. He was actually born in Hampton, was the 1998 Big 12 Conference Player of the Year, was picked number 3 overall in the 1998 NBA draft by the Denver Nuggets. He played throughout his career for the Nuggets, about a decade for the Nuggets, the Mavericks, the Celtics, and the Trailblazers. So, yeah, a little NBA history there for you out of MFL MarMac. Rafe LaFrenz, kind of going back on some of that stuff. Seemed like his kind of two choices were between Kansas and Iowa, and of course Roy Williams, who is notorious for stealing players out of the state of Iowa. That time Roy Williams was at Kansas and took LaFrenz there. Of course, Roy Williams has taken so many great players to North Carolina. Harrison Barnes, Marcus Page are a couple off the top of my head down to North Carolina to play there. Lake Mills, again, we talked about they will be the home team on the scoreboard. They will wear their home jerseys this evening. Let's take a look at those starting lineups. First of all, for the MFL MarMac Bulldogs, MFL MarMac comes in at 23-1 overall. They were finished in 16-0 in the Upper Iowa Conference this year. A junior guard at 6'1", averaging 10 points per game, is number 0, Wyatt Powell. A sophomore guard at 6'1", number 1 is Zach Driscoll. He averages 20.5 points per game. A junior forward at 6'1", number 2 is Carver Blitz Benteen, averages 14 points per game. A sophomore guard forward wears number 3 at 5'11" is Parker Keel. And a senior forward center at 6'2" is number 22 Hunter Meyer, averaging 6 points per game. Eric Detbarn is the 35th year head coach of the MFL MarMac Bulldogs. He has won 490 games, lost 311. He's coached in 801 total boys basketball games. For the Lake Mills Bulldogs, their starting lineup will look like this. A junior guard, number 2 at 6'2", averaging 4.5 points per game, is Logan Bacon. A junior guard at number 3 at 6'4" is Eli Mankey, averaging 12.5 points per game. A junior forward for Lake Mills at 6'5" is number 4, Lance Helming. A sophomore forward at 6'5", number 23 is Aiden Stensrud. And a senior guard at 6'4", number 25 is Denton Kingland. Kyle Mankey's in his 24th year as the head coach of Lake Mills Bulldogs. He's won 371 wins. He has 190 losses, a 66% win rate. He's coached 561 total basketball games. Over 1,300 boys basketball games coached between these two. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Tip-off between Lake Mills and MFL MarMac in the Class 2A Substate number 4 final is next.
Iowa Mold Tooling in Garner. IMT has supported the GHV Cardinals and our local communities for 60 years. IMT would like to wish all of our area teams good luck in the tournaments. IMTA at imt.com/careers.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company, family-owned and community-minded in Britt, Kanawha, Clarion, Belmont, and Dow's. Honoring families in North Iowa for over 40 years. Michael Brianne and the staff of Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company say good luck, area teams.
Summit House Independent and Assisted Living is the place to be. Worry-free maintenance, spacious, affordable apartments with a beautifully landscaped courtyard. Call Terry Tweedy at 843-3333. Summit House in Britt, where the fun never ends.
Miller & Sons E-Z-GO Golf Cars in Britt. Get the ride you deserve with the E-Z-GO Elite Lithium Series vehicles, powered by zero-maintenance Samsung SDI lithium batteries, backed by the best battery warranty available. Trust our certified team for all your customization, E-Z-GO parts, and service needs. Miller & Sons E-Z-GO Golf Cars, half-mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
Welcome back here to Charles City. Zarin Egestal, Josiah Cleveland with you this evening. Well, let's look at the results of that poll. At 144 total people vote on it. Well, the answer is 14. There are 14 current high schools in the state of Iowa that use the Bulldog logo. Of course, if you go back to former high schools, there's a lot more than 14, but 14 current high schools use Bulldogs as their mascots. The Lake Mills Bulldogs will wear their all white this evening with the Bulldogs across the chest in gold, in purple, outlined in gold. Numbers are on front and back, also outlined in gold. MFL MarMac in their blues here on the road. MFL MarMac Bulldogs across their chest in white, outlined in their gold. So blue and gold Bulldogs for MFL MarMac, purple and gold for Lake Mills. Denton Kingland will try for the first points of the game as he attempts a three-point basket that is no good. Back the other way, here comes the MFL MarMac. Here's a Bulldogs, here's a three, it's up and it is no good for Driscoll. Driscoll, the sophomore, he was a point guard last year on this team as a freshman. There's a scramble on it. Looks more like a wrestling match going on near the basket right now. It's going to be a jump ball, which will go to MFL MarMac as Lake Mills started with the basketball. Again, near capacity crowd here this evening. 7:33 to play first quarter. MFL MarMac will inbound to Powell. Powell, you see that wrap on his right hand. He loses the handle on it. He got his hand hurt earlier this season. We'll see how that affects him here this evening right there. A turnover for MFL MarMac. Will go back to Lake Mills right side. Here's Stensrud. Free throw line Stensrud gives off to Kingland left side. Kingland with the basketball, top of the key. 7:12 to play here in the first quarter. No score, Lake Mills and MFL MarMac in this Class 2A Substate final. Inside Stensrud for two. He's just too strong. We talked about it in the pregame show as which sides is it going to be, the guards of MFL MarMac or the inside play of Lake Mills? There's one of the guards. As a two-point basket up and good for MarMac. Now we're tied 2-2. Our score, Lake Mills will bring it back the other way. Here come the Bulldogs with the basketball. Kingland over to Bacon. He's going to try for a three. That's no good. Rebound will go to MFL MarMac. That's Keel. Keel outlet pass to Driscoll. Driscoll across the half-court line, left side. Driscoll trying to make a move inside. Powell, top of the key for three. That's no good. Rebound to Stensrud. MFL MarMac was looking for that one out of Powell. The guy that scored 248 points this year on 14 three-pointers. Doesn't get those to go very often. He's now 14 of 79 this year from shooting the three. Eli Mankey, much better. He's a 40% free throw shooter. He misses, though. It's in and out. No good. The rebound will come to MFL MarMac. 40% three-point shooter on the season for Mankey. Inside the lane, Driscoll will find two. Zach Driscoll has all four here for MFL MarMac. It's 4-2. MarMac leads over Lake Mills. Bacon across the half-court line. Bacon top of the key. Looking over to Lance Helming. Here's Lance at the free throw line. Back to Bacon, left wing. They don't put a man right on Bacon. Here's Stensrud inside. It is good. Count the basket and the foul. Count the basket and the foul there for Stensrud. As Blitz Benteen will pick up his first foul, first team foul against MFL MarMac. Goes on Blitz Benteen. Free throw is no good for Stensrud. He's got all four for Lake Mills, and it's 4-4 our score. Back to the right side, here's MFL MarMac. It's Keel at the free throw line, hands it back to Powell. Powell in the corner to Keel. Keel will try for a three, it's no good, and the rebound comes to MFL MarMac. It's Meyer, the 6'2 inside man. Does not get it to go, and a rebound this time to Stensrud. Stensrud had 20 rebounds against Osage in that district final matchup. Here's Kingland, top of the key, looking for a screen as Powell's guarding him. You're going to see a lot of man-to-man for this MFL MarMac team. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Bacon, inside Bacon. Kicks it back out to Mankey, top of the key, inside Stensrud. Stensrud has two on him. Gives it back to Bacon to the right side. Here's Denton Kingland for a three. That's no good. Rebound to Stensrud. Free throw line. Stensrud will go back up looking for two. It's good. Stensrud's got all six. For Lake Mills, they lead 6-4. 4:34 to go in the first period. Top of the key. Driscoll, the sophomore, hands it off to Blitz Benteen. Blitz Benteen to Powell, left wing. Powell baseline. He was nearly went out of bounds. Lost the handle on it. Ball's loose. Stensrud's got it. A steal for Lake Mills. Bulldogs have a steal. They're going the other way. Left side, Helming. 30 on the shot clock. 4:15, about halfway through our first quarter. Kingland, free throw line. Backs up behind the arc. He's trying to direct traffic as he's pointing inside to Helming. Gives it to him inside the three-point line. Helming trying to make a move on the smaller Driscoll. They're going to call him for a travel. Helming has the advantage when he's going against Driscoll, has the size advantage, but a walk is called instead. And MFL MarMac will get it back. It's a 6-4 lead for Lake Mills. Here's a three. That's up, and it is no good. Rebound comes to Lake Mills, and they're going to call a foul. MFL MarMac fans wanted a travel after the rebound, but instead a foul is going to be whistled against Kiel. That'll be his first foul. Second team foul against MarMac. Denton Kingland inbounds. They're going to go man-to-man, full court pressure. This is what you're going to see from MFL MarMac. They'll go man-to-man, full court, man-to-man, half-court pressure. They don't do a lot of trapping on their pressure. Get a lot of steals on that. Shot from Stensrud is blocked by Driscoll. Driscoll gets up for that one. Now Kingland's got a steal, and Kingland's going to go all the way himself to the rim. He scores. Kingland a steal and a two for Lake Mills as the Bulldogs extend their lead now 8-4 Lake Mills. At the free throw line, now a kick to Kiel. He'll try for three. That's good. Kiel will knock down a three. 8-7. MFL MarMac back to within one. Bacon comes across the half-court line. Stensrud waiting there. Will get the basketball now to the offensive senior leader. It's Denton Kingland. Thought about pulling the trigger on a three, does not. He's trying to direct traffic, looking for a screen himself. Maybe a screen and roll for Stensrud. At the third block, Kingland loses the handle on it. It's going to be taken away by Hunter Meyer, the big 6'2 senior for MFL MarMac. Here's Wyatt Powell. Now a kick for a three, no good by Blitz Benteen. And a rebound to Lake Mills. They're going to go to Stensrud. He's open the other way. Stensrud goes out of bounds, though, and it will go back to MarMac. 8-7, Lake Mills leads with 2:28 to play here in the first quarter. It's been a back-and-forth battle. These two teams both like to score in the 70s. MFL MarMac 76.5 points per game. Lake Mills 72, almost 73 points per game. So as we kind of talked about a little bit in the pregame show, it might be more beneficial for MarMac to play this one a little bit lower of a scoring game. As Lake Mills much more efficient offensively. This game gets into the 80s and the 90s. You got to put your eggs in the basket of Lake Mills, and they're going to call a foul on MarMac after the rebound to Lake Mills. So we'll have another foul here against MFL MarMac. Landon Mimi is going to be called for the foul. The sophomore wears number 14. He's into the game for the first time, charged with his first foul, third team foul against MFL MarMac. Again, that man-to-man, full court pressure. A little bit loose this time as they're not putting a whole lot of pressure up on the Lake Mills defenders just quite yet. Lake Mills has a little bit better of guards than some of the teams MarMac has played this year. They do get a lot of steals, though. One of the top teams in the state when it comes to steals at almost 18 per game. They get one here. Back the other way comes MarMac. Here's Powell. Powell will drive baseline. He might have traveled. Top of the key. Hackett. Here's a three. Driscoll. That's no good short. Rebound. Manis was there. Lake Mills wanted to push. They don't get it. Lake Mills now will come the other way with the basketball. Kingland will drive in through two defenders. He puts it up and he scores. Kind of a wild sequence, but Kingland scores. And Lake Mills extends their lead to a full possession of 10-7. 1:25 to play in the first. Driscoll is trapped. Hands it off to Blitz Benteen. Blitz Benteen inside for two. No good. The ball was halfway down and it bounces out. Foul called and free throws coming for Carver Blitz Benteen. It was going to be an and one if it would have went, but it was halfway down the tube and it came out. I believe it was foul number one on Stensrud, who I believe was whistled for the foul. First one is up and it is good. For Carver Blitz Benteen, his first points of the game. Blitz Benteen, 333 points this year as a junior. Played a lot of minutes as a sophomore a year ago, 14 points per game. Averages 73% from the free throw line, 47 of 64. And make it 48 made free throws now this year for Blitz Benteen as he gets the second one to go. And MarMac's back to within one. 10-9, Lake Mills leads. 1:12 to play here in the first quarter. Bacon with the basketball. He's looking for help. He picked up his dribble, and now Lake Mills throws it away. Bacon was looking for help as he picked up his dribble, and then the basketball gets thrown away. It's a turnover. Powell inside the lane. Powell, that's Lake Mills fans were looking for a travel call. The official says that the ball was not possessed, so no travel called, but Lake Mills able to get the turnover either way. They get the basketball back as they take it away. Here, 45 seconds left, 23 on the shot clock for the Bulldogs. They get Kingland in space for a three. That's no good short. Rebound goes to Blitz Benteen, and Blitz Benteen is going to get Lake Mills to get a foul called as Manis was trying to get in there and disrupt it. And Blitz Benteen kind of pushed him back to get him off, and the official called Manis for the foul. So Alex Manis will be charged with his first foul of the basketball game. Second team foul called against Lake Mills in the first quarter. 37 seconds left here in the first. It's Lake Mills 10, MFL MarMac 9. Here come the Bulldogs of MFL MarMac back the other way. Left wing, this is Powell. Powell to Meyer. Hands it off to Driscoll. Driscoll 20 points per game for MFL MarMac this year. He drives in. It's offensive foul, and Lake Mills, that's what they were looking for. Of course, MarMac was looking for a block, but it's going to be an offensive foul on Driscoll. Fourth team foul now called against MFL MarMac. Here in the first quarter, 10-9 is the lead for the Bulldogs as they'll bring it across the half-court line. That man-to-man full-court pressure. Top of the key. Oh, now Lake Mills throws it away again as they were looking for Lance Helming. Taken away by Driscoll. Driscoll for two. No good. Rebound to Meyer. It's up and, oh, they're going to call, so no basket. They're going to say the foul was on the original. The referee underneath the basket didn't make a foul call. The rebound came to Meyer, but they're going to say there was a foul before the shot that Meyer grabbed. So going to the free throw line is Driscoll. He went up for the original shot. He went to the floor. First free throw is up, and it is good. The official underneath the basket let it go, but the official away from the play came in and said there was a foul after Hunter Meyer had grabbed the basketball, but it's a two free throw opportunity here for the sophomore Driscoll. First one is good. Second one is no good short. Eli Mankey with the rebound. And that'll be the end of the quarter as Lake Mills wanted a foul called as Mankey grabbed that one as the end of the quarter. So both teams looking for more. And we're even at the end of one. It's Lake Mills 10, MFL MarMac 10. We'll come back for second quarter action right after this.
The Titanium Lunchbox mobile food truck thanks you for your support in 2022, and we look forward to catering all your special events this year. Weddings, prom, graduation, reunions, or even a business luncheon. Choose anything off the Titanium Lunchbox menu or customize your own menu with casual or formal cuisine, even appetizers and desserts. Call us at 641-512-1187 today to book your event. The Titanium Lunchbox in Britt. What's in your lunchbox?
Give your home a new look from Instep Flooring of Kanawha. They sell and install top brands of carpet, ceramic, hardwood, laminate, and luxury vinyl materials for your home or business. Support local and visit Instep Flooring today in Kanawha or call 641-762-3688.
Balcom & Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 55 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and shivers drying equipment. Balcom & Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialists.
Back here to Charles City as Lake Mills and MFL MarMac, both the Bulldogs looking to advance to the state tournament. We'll talk about the other games that are going on around the state in Class 2A. That's what MFL MarMac will do. They get a steal on the inbound. Driscoll looking for two. He scores. That's how MFL MarMac can hurt you right there. They're so good with the hands on those guards. As now MFL MarMac with a lead of 2. 12-10. Tied for the largest. Here's Stensrud. Stensrud inside the lane. Has to get out. Here's a three. Kingland, it's good. Denton Kingland answers right back with a three of his own for Lake Mills, and the Bulldogs back out in front, 13-12. Here's Blitz Benteen. Blitz Benteen will go to the right side looking for two. His shot is good. Nearly went a bit long, but Blitz Benteen able to find his first field goal of the game, and it's now a 14-12 MFL MarMac lead by 2. Here's Kingland at the Comets logo here in Charles City at their middle school. Free throw line, good defense there by Driscoll, the sophomore, inside to Stensrud now. Lake Mills gets it back out to Mankey. Quick back in to Stensrud for two. No good on the shot, but Blitz Benteen, it's going to be called for a foul. So Blitz Benteen will be charged with his second foul. He was unaware of what he did, but either way, it's going to be free throws for Aiden Stensrud. Second foul called against Blitz Benteen, and Stensrud going to go to the free throw line where he's 0 for 1 so far tonight for Lake Mills. First free throw is up, and it is also no good. Now 0 for 2. Stensrud a 54% free throw shooter this season for Lake Mills. 14-13, 6:55 to play here in the second quarter. MFL MarMac leading Lake Mills. Second free throw is also no good. And MFL MarMac will retain their lead. As coming across the half-court line, Driscoll will bring it up. The sophomore, again, played last year as a freshman, a team that went 18-5 for MFL MarMac. There's a 2 from the free throw line, no good. Driscoll's played a lot of basketball in his life already as a sophomore. Inside, Lance Helming too far under, but he's able to get out and find the 2. Lance Helming will score for the first time. He was pretty deep underneath the hoop, but able to work his way back out and put it off the glass. Now inside, 2 more for Meany. So Meany will find his first basket of the game for MFL MarMac. Meany will score. And now we got another whistle.
Going to be a foul on the floor before the Kingland shot attempt.
Goes on Driscoll. That's his second, 6th team. And Lake Mills will shoot free throws for the rest of the half. 6:13 to play in the second quarter. 6th foul called against MFL MarMac. They get it to Kingland on the inbounds, and he scores from 3. Denton Kingland on the inbound pass in the corner. He finds 3. They've done that a lot this year. Here's Powell. Step back jumper, no. Rebound put back up. Foul called. Meyer grabs the rebound for MFL MarMac, and he puts it back up. No good on the shot, but a foul called on Lake Mills.
That's another thing MFL does quite well is get the offensive rebound. Lake Mills has done a decent job thus far of preventing the offensive boards, but MFL, let's see, they are towards the top in 2A in offensive rebounds per game.
Hunter Meyer's first free throw was good. Second free throw is no good. And we've got a foul called on the rebound, and they're going to call it, I believe, on MFL MarMac. They do. They're going to get Meany. Meany looked really stunned about that foul call there. That'll be his second, 7th team. Into the game, it'll be Hackett now for MFL MarMac. And yeah, right there towards the top of offensive rebounds this year.
Yeah, just number 2. I just found it on my notes. Number 2 in Class 2A in offensive rebounds per game. So they get those decent second looks, and like you mentioned, number 1 in the state in steals per game with nearly 18. So that's the bread and butter for this MFL MarMac team. Lake Mills doing a decent job of limiting both early here.
Bulldogs will break that pressure on the inbound pass. MFL MarMac has been pretty good at that this year. 18-17, Lake Mills leads this basketball game by 1. 5:43 to play. We've got a whistle, no shot. The basket does go in for Bacon, but they're going to wave off the shot. It'll be free throws either way, as they're going to call Brooke Hackett for his first foul of the game. So Hackett charged with his first. That's the 8th team foul against MFL MarMac in the first half, and Logan Bacon at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. First free throw is good. First free throw of the game for Lake Mills, a team that averages about 65, almost 66% on the season from the free throw line. Bacon, a 50% free throw shooter, got the first one to go. Doesn't connect on the second one, and the rebound comes back to the Bulldogs of MFL MarMac. 2-point lead for the Bulldogs of Lake Mills. There's a 3. Take the lead, it's no good. And the rebound to Lake Mills. Bacon will drive through, loses the handle on it. They're going to call a blocking foul. And MFL MarMac fans are losing their mind. The foul will go against Hunter Meyer. MFL MarMac fans, you could see it. They thought the whistle was for the ball going out of bounds off of Logan Bacon. They were ready to get the basketball back, and as soon as the official came in and said block, it was like there was gum on all their seats. All of them just immediately sprung off their seats.
Yeah, definitely not happy with that one. Tough to tell from up here, but could have gone either way, and it went in the Lake Mills Bulldogs' favor that time.
and they called it a shooting foul, so 2 automatic free throws for Bacon as he missed the front end, so not a 1-and-1. They called it a shooting foul. Second free throw goes, and that's the difference, as if that was a 1-and-1, Bacon would have missed the first one and we would have been off the other way, but instead it's a 2 free throw opportunity, and Bacon gets the second one to go. Blitz Benteen is going to get a jumper to go in the lane. Back to a 1-point game as Blitz Benteen will find 2 more. Here's Kingland, tried to throw inside to Helming, stolen away. Again, that's Driscoll going the other way. 20 points per game, and Driscoll scores again. He's got 9 of Lake Mills' 21. Timeout Bulldogs, timeout on the floor. MFL MarMac 21, Lake Mills 20, 4:56 to play in the second quarter. 30-second timeout. We'll come back right after this.
Celebrate 90 years with First State Bank of Belmont. Check out our website, fsbbelmont.com, for amazing giveaways all year long. Plus, you can sign up for mobile banking and e-statements. It's free, paperless, fast, and secure. First State Bank of Belmont, serving our customers, supporting our Belmont-Clemmy Bronco communities for 90 years. Member FDIC.
The Flower Cart in Britt. Think spring and brighten someone's day with fresh, colorful flower arrangements, blooming plants, candles, diffusers, home decor, and other great gifts. The Flower Cart in Britt says good luck, area teams.
Back here to Charles City, Zerina Gestalt, Josiah Cleveland here with you. It's been a good one so far, Josiah, as we figured it would be.
Yeah, really close game, back and forth so far. Still about not quite halfway through this second quarter, so looking forward to the end of this half.
And an absolute packed environment here in Charles City this evening. As you've probably heard the crowd chime in, whether they're excited or angry. We've had both this evening. Here's Bacon, free throw line, looking to drive, kicks wide open. Kingland for 3. Yes, sir.
Can't leave him open. He's going to drill it every time.
His third of the game. Denton Kingland has 9 from beyond the arc, and Lake Mills leads 23-21. And when you're trailing in a sub-state final, put the ball in your best player's hands. At the free throw line, here's a 2. It's up, and it is good by Parker Keel. He'll find a 2, as Parker Keel will score his first 2-point field goal in the game. Now Lake Mills has to break the full court pressure. They barely get it in. 23-23. Now Lake Mills has to bring it across. They're going to put it in their point guard's hand. Logan Bacon across the half-court line, 23-23. Free throw line, Bacon, spin move in the lane, looking for 2. No good, it's short. He goes to the floor. MFL MarMac racing the other way. Here's Keel up for 2. It's good. And MFL MarMac is back in the lead as Parker Keel has back-to-back 2-point baskets. 25-23, MFL MarMac by 2 now with 3:39 to play in the second quarter. Winner to state. In the corner, Bacon with it. And we've got a foul away from the ball. Both officials had their arm up, so both officials call the foul. Obviously, it was pretty well inside there. It's going to go on Parker Keel. That'll be his second. So many of the Bulldogs now of MFL MarMac have 2 fouls. They got to be careful here. Second quarter action. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 athletes already with 2 fouls apiece. It's also the 10th team foul, so Eli Mankey gets 2 free throws. First free throw is up and good. I think everybody else thought it was still 1-1 as everybody starts racing in after the rebound. But that's a 10th team foul. Oh, no, the board only has 9. Excuse me. So it was 1-1. My bad. Second free throw is up, and it is good. It was a one-on-one opportunity. Both of them good, 25-25. 3:28 to play here in the second quarter. Across the half-court line, Driscoll with the basketball. Comets logo there at center court. To the right side of your radio dial, that's where MFL MarMac blue and gold jerseys are shooting. White numbers, it's white and gold for Lake Mills. Stensrud steps in front of a pass. Beautifully done there by the big man. He's got a steal, gets it off to Kingland. Here come the Lake Mills Bulldogs across the half-court line, looking to retake the lead, 25-25. 3:01 to play here in the second quarter. Left wing Kingland with the basketball. Kingland inside to Helming, back outside Bacon to the right side, Eli Mankey, He loses the handle on it, ball's loose on the floor. MFL MarMac's got it. They don't have numbers though. Driscoll will go 1-on-3 and he scores, and there's a foul. Driscoll goes 1-on-3. The sophomore inside, he goes around the world with it up off the right side. gets it to go, and he's going to have a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
Crazy athletic play there from Driscoll, showing you why he's scoring 20 points a game for this MFL MarMac team.
And again, as I mentioned, just a sophomore, but has played a ton of basketball in his life, as his dad, who's an assistant coach on this team, took that sophomore grade when they were younger. And they traveled around the state, traveled around the regional area, playing a lot of AAU games to set up themselves up for a situation like this. 18-5 last year, 23-1 this year for this MFL MarMac team, partially to do that sophomore grade. They spent their middle school years traveling around, playing a lot of basketball. Eli Mankey will try for his first three. That's no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by MFL MarMac. It will stay with Lake Mills. And Wyatt Powell can't believe it, as he said, I didn't touch that. As he's still looking, that shocked look on his face, but the official says he touched it last, so Lake Mills will get it. Bacon will inbound the basketball from the baseline, left side of the backboard to Aiden Stensrud on the right side. Stensrud working on Meyer. Manis. Here's Bacon. 2:15 to play until halftime. Manis is going to try for a three. That's no good. And the rebound, they're going to call it against Stensrud. They're going to call a foul on Stensrud going the other way. That'll be his second. And it is the sixth team foul called against Lake Mills in the half. So both teams now shooting free throws the rest of the way. 28-25, MFL MarMac by 3 with 2:09 to play here in this Substate 4 final here in Class 2A. And it'll be Driscoll who will bring it across the line. 107 assists, 109 steals this year for him, 248 points. Wyatt Powell in the corner, back to Driscoll looking for a three. It's no good. Rebound to Meyer, second opportunity for MFL MarMac. Another opportunity for three, no. Third opportunity. Not very many teams get three opportunities against this Lake Mills team, but it's going to go for Carver Blitz Benteen. And now MFL MarMac's got a steal. Free throw line, bring it back out behind the top of the key. Here's a drive in. It's Powell. And Lake Mills finds a big steal there. Bulldogs needed that one before this thing balloons even further. They trail by 5, 30-25 with 1:25 to play here in the second quarter. Denton Kingland on the right side. Free throw line. Kingland, he's taken to the floor and will go to the free throw line. And for somebody, it could be number 3. Who are they going to call the foul on? They're going to go on Powell. One that doesn't have a foul yet. And now it's the 10th team foul, so Denton Kingland will shoot 2 here for Lake Mills, somebody that Lake Mills likes to have at the free throw line. And the first free throw is up and good for Kingland. 30-26 now, Lake Mills back to within 4. Kingland will get one more opportunity from the left side of the Charles City gym. Free throw is up and it is good. So Kingland gets them both to go. Lake Mills needed some points there. Trailing now by 3, 30-27. Driscoll brings it across the line. We figured that MFL MarMac may want to slow things down a little bit. I don't think they want to get into a shootout with Lake Mills, as that one's no good by Driscoll. And this is kind of what we talked about. Now Bacon goes down on the floor. There's a fight for the basketball. Lake Mills try to call a timeout. What are they going to call? Do they call a jump ball, or do they give Lake Mills the timeout?
Jump ball, officials pointing MFL MarMac's way.
Oh, man.
Tough call there.
Lake Mills looked like Coach Mankey was in the corner trying to find a timeout. Or at least he was asking about, wondering if Logan Bacon got fouled there, watching the replay. Yeah, Coach Mankey coming out of his chair. And I think he was trying to look for a foul there on Bacon. Either way, MFL MarMac gets it back. That might have been a travel. Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, the official here on the near side missed it. I thought they were going to let it go. That was pretty obvious all the way from up here that there was a travel there, and Lake Mills will get it back 30-27 with 2 minutes to play, or pardon me, with 47 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Manis will inbound to Kingland. Across the half-court line, Lake Mills will go with the basketball. Kingland, they can get a 2 for if they go quickly. That shot is up and it is no good. They tried for it, but it doesn't go, and now MFL MarMac will get it back. as Kingland couldn't quite get the two-point basket to go. 30-27, MarMac cannot take it down to the quarter. There's about a 3-second differential between the game clock and shot clock. 38-27. Basketball in the hands of Powell. Has that right hand wrapped up. Heard it earlier this season, about the middle of the season. Closer to the later of the season. Standing at the Comets logo right now. Powell's got it. Got to go. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Powell will drive in, loses the handle on it. 2 seconds, and that'll be a shot clock violation. So shot clock violation. Lake Mills will get it back with 1.2 to play. Good defense by the Bulldogs. Now they got an opportunity. 1.2 to play in the quarter. To try to get a shot up here. They got to go quickly. They got the shot clock violation. They only have 1.2. I think they probably should have had more on the clock. Yeah, okay, they put 2 seconds. I thought so. I thought there was more of a than a 1.2 differential between game clock and shot clock. So they put it to 2 seconds. So Lake Mills can run with it for a little bit to get it up. It will be Kingland for 3 at the buzzer. It doesn't go. It's a bit long, and NFL MarMac will lead by 3, 30-27 going into halftime, as we'll see what coaches make for adjustments. But this is kind of the more of the tempo of a game that NFL MarMac wanted, a game that was maybe 30-27 at halftime, not a game that was quite maybe 35 or 40-40 here at the halftime break, as MFL MarMac leads Lake Mills 30-27. We'll take a couple minutes. We'll come back. We'll have more halftime.
Hancock County Co-op Oil Association in Garner since 1930. Whether it's tires or service for your vehicles and big farm equipment, or your diesel barrel filled with Cenex Premium Fieldmaster fuel, see Hancock County Co-op Oil, Highway 18 West in Garner. Call 800-924-COOP.
Greenbelt Bank and Trust serves Belmont and the surrounding area with financial products and services for your personal and business needs. Bank with ease and convenience using their free mobile and electronic banking options. Count on Greenbelt Bank and Trust in Belmont to lead the way in assisting you with all your banking needs. And go Broncos!
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Ilevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
Hancock County Co-op Oil Association in Garner since 1930. Whether it's tires or service for your vehicles and big farm equipment, or your diesel barrel filled with Cenex Premium Fieldmaster fuel, see Hancock County Co-op Oil, Highway 18 West in Garner. Call 800-924-COOP.
Greenbelt Bank and Trust serves Belmont and the surrounding area with financial products and services for your personal and business needs. Bank with ease and convenience using their free mobile and electronic banking options. Count on Greenbelt Bank and Trust in Belmont to lead the way in assisting you with all your banking needs. And go Broncos!
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Ilevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
Pritchard Auto Company of Britt is a proud supporter of West Hancock athletics, music, arts, and education, as well as many activities and organizations in the Britt and Kanawha communities. You support us so we can support them. Check us out on Pritchards.com, give us a call, or stop in and let us earn your business. That's Pritchards.com. Go Eagles!
Forest City Family Dentistry downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
Cattleman's at the Club. Solid, simple, and honest food. Located at the Belmont Country Club. Cooked to perfection roast prime rib of beef, burgers, Alaskan walleye, pasta, Tex-Mex, and steaks. Homemade salad bar with all entrees, plus Sundays, enjoy a 3-meat buffet. Cattleman's at the Club in Belmont.
Back here to the Charles City Middle School. Zarin Egestal and Josiah Cleveland with you. And Josiah, as I was kind of mentioning before we went to break, kind of the type of game that I think NFL MarMac wanted coming into this one. They lead 30-27.
Yeah, they definitely wanted to come in here and play a slower type tempo, play it at their speed. Lake Mills wants to get up and down, and Usually MFL this season wants to do that as well, but this type of matchup probably would favor Lake Mills if that was the case. So, yeah, MFL wanting to go a little slower, and right now they've got a 3-point lead at the half, and it's working.
Yeah, it is working for them so far, and Lake Mills has not quite had an answer for Driscoll. I mean, you know Driscoll's going to get his points throughout the game, 12 of them for him in the first half. The other thing that's kind of off the charts here for MFL MarMac is they are 5 for 5 from the free throw line, a team that shoots 70% as a team on the year, which is pretty high.
For high school, yeah.
When you look at a team comparison throughout the year of other teams around the state, you're not going to find too many teams that shoot as a team 70%, but right now 100% 5 of 5 free throw line.
Yeah, and Lake Mills has missed they missed a few from the free throw line as well, and that, you know, make those, even it up 100% both teams, you got a tie game. So free throws postseason play end up being the deciding factor in a lot of games.
Yeah, Lake Mills 6 of 11 from the free throw line. We have shot an incredible amount of free throws here in the first half, 11 of 17 for the two teams combined, as Lake Mills was 5 of 5, MFL MarMac was 5 of 5, Lake Mills was 6 of 11 from the free throw line. Both these two teams trying to get down to the state tournament to join the other Class 2A teams, and the other Class 2A games going on around the state this evening look like this. AHSTW, they're a top 10 team. They're taking on Des Moines Christian tonight at ADM High School. Applington Parkersburg is taking on Monticello at Dyke New Hartford. Western Christian is taking on West Lyon at MOC Floyd Valley. West Lyon is the number 10 team. Sioux Center taking on Kemper Catholic. West Burlington, Pella Christian. Of course, Pella Christian, a very strong traditional basketball powerhouse. Central Lyon, the number 1 team in Class 2A. Central Lyon, which could possibly end up being an opponent for one of these two teams. Of course, MFL MarMac comes in unranked, and Lake Mills ranked 8th, so could possibly have a Central Lyon matchup with the winner of this game. Depends on how everything else works out. Trainer, they've won some state titles in basketball. They're taking on the number 1 team, Central Lyon, tonight at Sioux City East, and Roland Story is taking on Hudson. Roland Story got to state last year by way of defeating local team Garner Hayfield of Ventura. They're looking to get back to the state tournament this year as well. Roland Story and Hudson playing at Marshalltown this evening. So that's what it looks like as far as the other Class 2A teams going on around the state. We'll take another quick break, come back, stats and recap of the first half are next.
Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, your hometown community bank, offering expertise in ag and commercial lending with digital banking products to fit all of your financial needs. Contact us today in Buffalo Center, Lakota, Britt, Lake Mills, and Bryceland. Member FDIC.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Hi, I'm Dave Zroslik, president of Stellar Industries. The employee owners of Stellar Industries reflect the values of small town living, honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. With locations in Garner, Kanawha, and Mason City, Stellar is a proud supporter of high school athletes from across the North Iowa area. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations may lose value.
After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Welcome back here to Charles City Middle School. Charles City's gymnasium here. Beautiful facility they put up a few years ago. Looks pretty nice. Lake Mills has been here before and liked their results. Let's take a look at the stats in the first half. First of all, first quarter, Lake Mills scored 10, MFL MarMac scored 9. In the second quarter, Lake Mills scored 17, MFL MarMac scored 21. It's 30-27 here at halftime. Individual scoring looks like this. It was Denton Kingman with 15 points. Aiden Stendrud had 6. Those two combined for 21 of Lake Mills' 27. The other 6 points belong to 2 apiece for the following players: Lance Helming, Logan Bacon, and Eli Menke. For MFL MarMac, Driscoll has 12 points. It's 8 points in the game for Carver Blitz Benteen. You also have 7 points this evening for Parker Keel on an 11-point average. 2 points in the contest for Landon Meany, and 1 point in the game for the big man inside, Hunter Meyer. Both of these two coaches we mentioned in the pregame show, over 1,300 games coached in their careers between these two. 1,362 games. This is, now if you add the game in for each of these two, 1,364 games that have been coached in high school boys basketball between Coach Menke and Coach Detbarn. So both have been around the block long enough to know what they need to do at halftime to adjust for the second half.
Yeah, they do, and we'll see what happens here, because it's a big half. Biggest half of the season for both these teams. Trip to the well on the line. Lake Mills down 3. See how they respond here in this second half.
861 wins between these two teams. Kyle Menke has won 371 games in his career, and Coach Detbarn has won 490. He's 10 wins off of 500 career wins in 35 seasons at the helm of this MFL MarMac team. The other cool part about it is 59 years has been coached between these two teams. We got action right off the break. There's a ball going out of bounds. Who touched it last? They're going to say, who are they? Oh, they're going to say it goes to, wow, Lake Mills fans. So they're going to go crazy about that, as I'm not sure the official knew which way it went. And so Lake Mills fans are clearly pretty audible about that. It looked like Powell had knocked that ball out of bounds. But it will stay with MFL MarMac. So MFL MarMac will get the basketball at the free throw line. Here's a 2. Blitz Benteen will find it. So it turns into 2 points for MFL MarMac, which is not going to make the Lake Mills fans any happier with MFL MarMac turning around and scoring on that. Blitz Benteen now has 10 points. 7:23 to play here in the third quarter. It's MFL MarMac 32, Lake Mills 27. To the right side, Aiden Stensrud with the basketball. Free throw line, Stensrud gives it off to Menke. Menke hands it off to Bacon left wing. Here's Lance Helming at the free throw line. And they're going to call a foul on MFL MarMac as Lance Helming was going in. So foul called on Wyatt Powell. That'll be his second. So another MarMac athlete with 2 fouls, first of the half. Inbound pass, Bacon to Helming. Helming from the third block. Jumper no good. And the rebound will come to MFL MarMac. 32-27. MarMac leads Lake Mills. Powell's got the basketball, 26 on the shot clock. Powell will spin move in the lane, looking for 2, right-handed hook, no good. And the rebound will go to Lake Mills. Bacon running the other way. Bacon quickly, right wing now. Menke will try for a 3. That's good. Eli Menke makes his first 3 of the game. And Lake Mills is back to within 2, 32-30. Here's a answer 3 for MarMac. No, and Lake Mills has got the rebound as Denton Kingland will bring it across the half-court line for Lake Mills. Down by 2, 32-30. 6:24 to play in the third quarter. Here's Stensrud. He'll drive in. Stensrud for 2. No. A bit strong. Rebound goes back to Stensrud. Puts it up and scores.
Some momentum here for Lake Mills. You can feel it.
5 straight for the Bulldogs. They are now tied 32-32. Lake Mills, MFL MarMac. And they get another empty possession for MFL. Lake Mills with a chance to take the lead. Bacon to Kingland. Right side where Lake Mills is shooting at. Now Kingland left wing. In the corner, Helming. Helming gives it back to Kingland. Kingland free throw line. Stops. Jump stop. Always got to make sure you get that jump stop in there. Make sure you don't travel. The right side, Bacon now to Helming. Helming's got a lane. He's going to try for 2. Yes, sir. Lance Helming has 4 now for Lake Mills. And the Bulldogs have scored 7 straight. 7 straight for Lake Mills. Blocking foul, no shots on the floor. Blocking foul coming against Lake Mills on the floor, no shot. It's going to go against Denton Kingland his first team foul of the half against Lake Mills. 34-32, Lake Mills leads. 5:33 to play in the third quarter. Driscoll right wing. Third block, Driscoll. Here's a three on the way for Blitz Benteen. It's no good. And the rebound goes to Lake Mills. They've scored 7 straight here in the last 2.5 minutes. Trying to keep this run going. It's 34-32, Lake Mills by 2. Bacon, top of the key, Kingland. Eli Mankey. Inside Bacon. Bacon one-on-one with Driscoll. His shot no good. Driscoll's got the rebound, and Lake Mills looking for a jump ball. No foul called. They'll call a foul against Logan Bacon. Probably could have got either Bacon or Stenzer, though, but they go on Bacon.
Third foul there for Bacon.
So Lake Mills will have to be careful with Logan Bacon. He'll have to go to the bench as Alex Manis will check back in. Second team foul against Lake Mills in the quarter. 34-32, Lake Mills by 2. They're on a 7-0 run here in the last 3 minutes.
And if you're Lake Mills, it was going to be a foul, third foul on either Stenchard or Bacon. You probably prefer it to go on Bacon. Stenchard's more of your scorer inside.
Here's the three, Powell, that's good. And MFL MarMac back in the lead. As Powell cans the triple, it's 35-34. MFL MarMac back into the lead by 1. That cuts the Lake Mills streak. That was 7 straight. The Bulldogs still just trail by 1, though. Long ways to go in this one. 4:27 in the third quarter. Spin move. Helming for 2. Foul called. And Helming going to the free throw line.
Helming's a guy that's got to get going here for Lake Mills. Leading scorer for the team on the year. Only had 2 points in that first half. It's equaled that already here in the second half. Not saying he has to get to his scoring average, but it'd be nice for him to get more than 1 basket here in this second half. He's already equaled it, like I said, and now he's broken it with that first make from the stripe.
A guy that scored 21 for Lake Mills against Osage.
Fans are clamoring. They put the score on MarMac's scoreboard.
All right, so that was what the fix was. Lake Mills fans trying to get the scoreboard operator to put the points on the right side. You're not going to get one past the Lake Mills fans.
Oh,
here.
no. You still need to add one more. They're going to be loud here.
Yeah, 30. The score is actually 36-35. Scoreboard is still off. Lake Mills fans still upset about the scoreboard. And while they're worried about the scoreboard, Hunter Meyer going inside for a 2-point basket. And they still haven't corrected it. It's 37-36. It's a 1-point game. The scoreboard says 37-35. And we're going to have a foul called against Parker Keel. So Lake Mills fans, you can hear them yelling right now. They're still worried about the and now they're going to check. They're going to check things and try to get the scoreboard updated. The officials.
They're just resetting the shot clock.
Oh, they're resetting the shot clock.
Maybe now they're going to do it. Enough commotion.
And now the Lake Mills fans are chanting 36, trying to get the scoreboard operator to put 1 point on the scoreboard. And there they go. So Lake Mills fans will give a good cheer as they've been missing a point. And so we stopped play for it. Lake Mills fans have been screaming for the point. The scoreboard operator had not put it on. And so I think we're all good now. That foul went on Keel. That's the, to make sure we get that logged. Keel gets the foul inside. Stensrud for 2. MFL MarMac fans wanted to travel. They don't get it. Lake Mills back in the lead, 38-37. Top of the key, Blitz Benteen makes one miss. Free throw line jumper, no. Rebound Manis. Here comes Kingland. Kingland wants to run. Kingland one-on-one with Powell for 2 off the body of Powell. Now there's a fight for the rebound, and they're going to call foul against Lake Mills. We're going to call foul against the Bulldogs. It's going to go on Manis. Getting pretty wild in here inside the Charles City Middle School. Things have definitely heated up here. It's a, well, you got a state appearance on the line. Lake Mills charged with their 4th foul of the half, 38-37. Bulldogs lead by 1. Bulldogs of Lake Mills leading the Bulldogs of MFL MarMac, 38-37. Free throw line. Here's Blitz Benteen. Hands it off to Powell. Powell might have stepped on the out-of-bounds line. No good. Stensrud with the rebound for Lake Mills. A chance to extend their lead. Stensrud bringing the ball across the line for the Bulldogs. He's going to want to get rid of it. Does to Manis. Manis for 2. It's up, no good, short. And this time the rebound goes to Blitz Benteen for MFL MarMac. Top of the key. Here's Powell, free throw line. Blitz Benteen looking for 2. Has it stripped by Eli Mankey. Mankey with a big strip there for the Bulldogs. That looked like it was going to be an easy basket for Blitz Benteen. Now Mankey will drive for 2, and a foul called, and Mankey going to the free throw line.
If that whistle wasn't called, everybody would have lost their minds on this Lake Mills, right in front of us, these Lake Mills fans.
The MarMac fans, they're going to lose. I think you're going to lose a mind either way, because MarMac fans, they're going nuts across the way. They didn't want the foul called. I didn't see who they charged it on. First free throw is up, and it is no good for Eli Mankey. Third team foul. I think this. I'm pretty sure the scoreboard was off in the first half on those fouls when I was wrong. When I thought I was wrong, because I'm pretty sure again the scoreboard is off again. Here's a 2, because I'm pretty sure that's the third team foul call. The official scorer has got to get this corrected. Oh, Stensrud is going to play volleyball, bats that one out. Here's a retry by
another one.
Blocked again. And it comes to Lake Mills. Aiden Stensrud playing volleyball. 2 big blocks there. Lake Mills leads 39-37 with the basketball. 2:20 to play here in the third quarter. Denton Kingland with it left wing. Hands it off to Eli Mankey. Now to Stensrud, free throw line. Stensrud inside the lane looking for 2. His shot no good. It's a bit long. And MFL MarMac will come back the other way. MarMac with the basketball, trailing by 2. It's 39-37. Ball's loose. Powell for 2. He scores, and we're tied. And we've got a timeout. Oh, they want Stensrud to tie his ankle brace. So Powell gets the 2 to go. They want Stensrud to tie his ankle brace. That's what the whistle is for. 39-39 our score. Third quarter action, 1:56 to play here in the third. We've got a tight one, 39-39. Both these two teams average well over 70 points per game. MFL MarMac averages almost 80 points per game. They've scored 94 times this year. 97 against Edco, 91 against Postville, 90 against West Central, and 94 against Crestwood. Free throw line, Kingland. Inside looking for 2. Denton too strong off the glass. Rebound goes to Driscoll. Lake Mills has been good on Driscoll so far here in the second half. That's been their adjustment. Driscoll is yet to score. Will he score for the first time here? Step back jumper, yes. First basket for Driscoll in the half, and MFL MarMac retakes the lead, 41-39, with 1:27 to go here in the third period. Lake Mills with the basketball across the half-court line, top of the key. Kingland hands it off to Mankey, right side, back to Kingland. Kingland, baseline. Stopped, picked up his dribble, has to get rid of the basketball, does. It's nearly turned over, batted out of bounds off of MFL MarMac, and it will go to Lake Mills. Blitz Benteen thought he batted it off the Lake Mills player, but the official disagrees.
Yeah, it was close. Kind of right in front of the scorer's table, so it kind of blocks our view, but good effort by both parties there. As we mentioned, MFL lives by taking the basketball away from their opponent.
Yes, they sure do. Inside Stensrud. He's got 2 on him. He gets it back. It was saved by MFL MarMac and a foul call. So they double team Stensrud inside. They don't double team a lot this season, but they are on Stensrud when you have a player like him. MFL MarMac saved the ball that was going out of bounds. Blitz Benteen did right back into the hands of Stensrud, but then he was pushed. And that's, again, I believe the 4th team foul against Lake Mills. We had a scoreboard issue earlier, and I believe the scoreboard is off again, but whether the official scorer will step in and change that or not, we'll find out. I believe MFL MarMac actually is at 14 fouls. Scoreboard says 3. Eli Mankey short in his shot, 41-39. 50 seconds left. Here's a 2, Driscoll, he scores. MFL MarMac back in the lead by 4, 43-39. With 40 seconds left here in the third period. Denton Kingland across the half-court line. Kingland on the right wing, top of the key. free throw line. Hands it off to Bacon. He's going to be left open for a three. It's no good short. And ball will go out of bounds off of Bacon. And we'll go back to MFL MarMac. 43-39. MarMac trying to take a bigger lead going into the fourth quarter. Lake Mills at times this year has been a second half team. Quite a few games they've been trailing in the first half, come back, but this MFL MarMac is like a team they haven't played yet this year. 43-39, 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. MarMac will wait for the last shot. I believe if the possession arrow is correct, MarMac gets it to start the fourth as well. Here's a three, it's in and out, no good, and 4 seconds left, jumper at the free throw line goes for Hackett, and that'll be the end of the quarter, so Hackett gets it to go, and MarMac starts the fourth with the basketball. Momentum in the favor of MFL MarMac. We've got one more quarter of play, 45-39. MarMac leads. We'll come back for the fourth and final quarter right after this.
Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills has over 25 years experience in electrical, plumbing, heating, and air conditioning work, residential and light commercial installation and repair work. Give them a call at 641-592-8831 today. Good luck to the Lake Mills Bulldogs from Kirschbaum Electrical and Plumbing of Lake Mills.
Hy-Vee in Garner is a proud supporter of the GHV Cardinals. Hy-Vee is conveniently located on Highway 18 in Garner. Hy-Vee is your employee-owned family grocery store. Go Cards from Hy-Vee in Garner. Check out our weekly hot deals in the store today.
Zinpro, the leader in organic trace minerals for animal wellness, is now hiring multiple plant operators and maintenance technicians to join their team in Garner. Will take an active role in improving, operating, and maintaining all processes associated with the plant. Learn more and apply online at zinpro.com/careers.
Welcome back here to Charles City, and while we were in the break, the Lake Mills bench came over and was talking with the scorers table. The official book was talking with both of the team books, and I'm guessing the conversation was being had about the foul issue. As I mentioned, I believe the scoreboard is off when it comes to fouls, and you have three books in a sub-state game like that, and now they corrected it. Yeah, actually they were missing two.
Two fouls? My goodness.
I was correct. The scoreboard was missing fouls, and so they're going to correct that. The Lake Mills bench wants to make sure that is correct going into the late in the game. They want to be able to shoot free throws when they can. I mean, I'm not always correct. I'm usually wrong, but this time I was pretty confident in myself. Here's Wyatt Powell, baseline. He'll kick it back out, top of the key. Hackett knocked down a big chew at the end of that quarter. It's a 45-39 lead for MFL MarMac. As we start our fourth, rebound will come back to Lake Mills. 7:30 to play in the ball game. Winner to state, Class 2A, 45-39. It's a 6-point lead right now for MarMac. Bacon hands it off to Menke. He's got a three in this game. Lance Helming at the free throw line. Helming inside to Bacon. Bacon to Stensrud for two. He scores.
Good ball movement there from the Bulldogs.
Very well. Obviously, Bacon knows Stensrud going up in traffic. He's usually pretty good. There's a shot no good by MFL MarMac. Rebound to Lake Mills. It looked like the rebound was going to go to the MFL MarMac. Originally, Lake Mills takes it away. Now the Bulldogs of Lake Mills turn it over. 45-41. MarMac's got it back. A 4-point lead for MarMac with the basketball. Top of the key, Hackett's going to try for a three. It is no good, and the rebound goes to Lake Mills. If anybody's going to shoot threes, you're okay with Hackett. He's 23 of 60 on the season. Now Lake Mills turns it over again. Back-to-back turnovers for Lake Mills. Late in this fourth quarter, 45-41. And an offensive foul on Driscoll.
Turnover party.
An offensive foul on Driscoll. It'll be the team's sixth now. And the third on Driscoll. 45-41. Lake Mills trails by 4, but they have the basketball. Denton Kingland will bring it across the half-court line. Being guarded Wyatt Powell. And they're going to call foul. The free throws are coming as Powell's going to get called for a foul. He's arguing. That'll be the fourth on Powell. And the seventh against MFL MarMac. And this is exactly why the Lake Mills coaches and why I was preaching they needed to get things fixed. To make sure everybody was on the same page. Of course, the official scorebook is what is correct. But if the officials are looking up at the scoreboards, and the coaches are looking at the scoreboard, they want the scoreboard to be correct. Free throw is up, and it is no good for Menke. Menke goes empty-handed from the free throw line, and MarMac will get it back, 45-41. Inside Driscoll, looking for two. His shot no good. Rebound is fought for, and Lance Helming's got it. Lake Mills trails 45-41 with 6:11 to play here in the fourth quarter, but they have the basketball. Denton Kingland on the right wing, trying to work inside on Keel. Good defense there by Keel. Back to Lance Helming. Lance Helming inside the three-point arch. Third block, Lance Helming trying to find a two. He's trapped. Gets it back out to Kingland. 15 on the shot clock. Kingland gives it back to Bacon. Bacon streaking inside for two. His shot is good. What a play there by Bacon. He finds two. His first field goal of the game. And Lake Mills is back to within two, 45-43 with 5:41 to play in the fourth quarter.
Looked like he lost it on the way up. I have no idea how he got that to go in.
Keel for two, he answers. Parker Keel with an answer two, a floater in the lane. First field goal of the half for Parker Keel. And MFL MarMac back in the lead by 4, 47-43. 5:25 to play here in the fourth quarter. Timeout called by Lake Mills. 47-43. Lake Mills trails by 4, 5:22 to play in the fourth. Full timeout, we'll take it as well. We'll come back after this.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations may lose value.
After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Back here to the Charles City Middle School as Lake Mills and MFL MarMac doing battle tonight. Class 2A Substate number 4. Winner is off to the state tournament. Loser will end their season. These two teams are a combined 43-1, 46-1 this season. And we've got a foul offensively on the inbound. Not what Lake Mills wanted immediately after a timeout. Offensive foul on Lance Helming, and they're going to turn the ball back over as Lance Helming will be nabbed for the foul for the Bulldogs. What? Lance Helming, PA announcer, announced the MFL MarMac number 4. It kind of had me stop there for a second. Here's a two. It's up and it is no good. Eli Menke's got the rebound there for the Bulldogs, and Lake Mills again will trail by 4 with the basketball, 47-43. 5 minutes to play in the game. Bacon with the basketball. Bacon to Lance Helming, free throw line. He's just going to pull up for 2. It's no good, and the rebound goes to Blitz Bentine. Blitz Bentine for MFL MarMac to Driscoll. Driscoll has just 2 field goals here in the second half. Fighting for it. Stensrud, the 2 for Driscoll is no good. A rebound is still fought for. Ball's on the floor. Finally, MFL MarMac comes up with it, and they're going to call foul on Denton Kingland. And looks like Driscoll is hurt. Driscoll comes up shaken up here for MFL MarMac, not what they want to see, and Driscoll's going to have to leave the game. Timeout called by MFL MarMac as Driscoll goes hobbling to the bench. We'll take it as well. Foul is on Kingland. That's his second. Timeout on the floor. We'll come back after this.
Congratulations on an outstanding season. Good luck in the postseason from your locally owned Jay Hiscox State Farm team in Britt. To see how you can save on your insurance, call Jay or Lindsay at 641-843-3563. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
Pritchard Family Auto Stores have 2 locations in Forest City to serve Forest City fans. Chrysler of Forest City offers Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep products, and Forest City Auto Center offers a full line of GM. See Forest City Auto Center on Highway 69 North and Chrysler of Forest City on Highway 69 South.
Back here to Charles City, Zaron Agastal, Josiah Cleveland. Been pretty wild here in the fourth quarter, Josiah.
Yeah, back and forth. Every call, everybody's holding their breath, fans wanting it to go their way, and if you're MFL MarMac now, you're just hoping that your star basketball player, 20-point-per-game scorer, can get back out on the court.
He did come back out, so Driscoll, they take a timeout because Driscoll was hurt. He's bent over, though. I'm not sure he's 100%, but he's out there. They need him. He's on the floor. He's only had 2 field goals in this second half after 12 points in the first. He's inside the lane, going to try to test that leg. It's no good, and the rebound comes out to Eli Mankey. 47-43. Lake Mills trails by 4 with the basketball. It's Logan Bacon. Bacon left wing, top of the key. He'll work back towards the 10-foot volleyball line. Now back towards half court. Big Comets logo at center court. It's Comets spelled out C-O-M-E-T-S with the Comet logo underneath as an underline. Inside to Kingland. It's stolen by MFL MarMac. And they're going to get the steal. Blitz Benteen kept his dribble while he was on the floor. And MFL MarMac gets the steal there. It'll go back the other way. Here come the Bulldogs of MFL MarMac. Driscoll drives in, and it's a blocking foul on Kingland. No shot on the floor. Kingland will be charged with his third, as a blocking foul will be called. That's the 6th team foul, so we're shooting free throws the rest of the night. 47-43, MFL MarMac leads by 4. 3:45 to play here in the fourth quarter. Powell inbound from the baseline. To Driscoll in the backcourt. Driscoll will have to chase it all the way down to the baseline in his backcourt, and we'll bring it back up across the front court. Still has to get it across the half-court line. He will, with 27 on the shot clock. To the right side, Driscoll, free throw line. Driscoll stopped in the lane, feeds it inside to Powell. Powell for 2, it's good. 49-43, MFL MarMac extends their lead. Leading 49-43, fourth quarter action. 3:18 to play in the fourth. Bacon, left open left wing, now Helming top of the key. Lance Helming with it inside the arc. Working inside the lane now to Bacon. Bacon back outside to Lance Helming, will try for a 3, in and out, no good. And the rebound goes to Parker Keel for MFL MarMac. MarMac leads 49-43, a 6-point lead with the basketball with 2:52 to play here in the fourth quarter. Lake Mills needs a stop. Inside the lane, Driscoll. Driscoll kicks it back out to Blitz Benteen, now left wing. Driscoll will drive in. Driscoll for 2, no. And the rebound is picked up by MFL MarMac. So a fresh shot clock for MarMac. Here's Blitz Benteen inside for 2. He's fouled and will go to the free throw line. Foul will go on Logan Bacon. That'll be his 4th now. Did he not?
I believe they called on Aiden Stenchard.
It'll be a full timeout by Lake Mills. So full timeout, Lake Mills will come back right after this.
Hancock County Co-op Oil Association in Garner since 1930. Whether it's tires or service for your vehicles and big farm equipment, or your diesel barrel filled with Cenex Premium Field Master Fuel, see Hancock County Co-op Oil, Highway 18 West in Garner. Call 800-924-COOP.
Greenbelt Bank and Trust serves Belmont and the surrounding area with financial products and services for your personal and business needs. Bank with ease and convenience using their free mobile and electronic banking options. Count on Greenbelt Bank and Trust in Belmont to lead the way in assisting you with all your banking needs. And go Broncos!
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Ilevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
Back here to Charles City Middle School, Zarin Egestall, Josiah Cleveland. 49-43, 2:43 to play in the fourth quarter. Lake Mills and MFL MarMac both want a trip to the state tournament. It's on the line. We've got free throws coming for MarMac. 2 free throws will come for Carver Blitz Benteen. Free throw, Blitz Benteen is up, and it is no good. He misses the front end. MFL MarMac hasn't been to the state tournament since 2013. They were in Class 2A at that point. 2017, they lost to Beckman in Class 2A. Second free throw is up, and it is good in the second round. for Blitz-Benteen. Then they went 4 years in Class 1A, never got out of the first round. They were back to Class 2A last year, fell in the district final to Monticello. And now with a very young team, going to be good for years to come. Led by the sophomore Zach Driscoll. Free throw line, Denton Kingland off to Eli Mankey. Mankey to Lance Helming, 12 on the shot clock. Helming looking for 2, and he's going to the free throw line. 2:04 to play in the fourth, a 7-point lead for MarMac, and this is what Lake Mills wants, a chance to score points with the clock not running.
Absolutely, it's what they need. Down 7 points late. It's always good to get some points when that clock is not running, like you said, but you got to make the free throws, and something Lake Mills has been struggling to do this evening.
Yeah, and Lance Helming was 2 for 2 until that one, as it's halfway down the tube and bounces out. 50-43, still a 7-point lead. 2:04 to play here in the fourth quarter. Lance Helming will get one more free throw for the Bulldogs. It's up and it is good. It rattles home. So Helming will get the second one to go, and the lead is now 6, 50-44. 1:57 to play. Driscoll gives it over to Powell. Powell into Blitz-Benteen. Free throw line, Blitz-Benteen. To Keel. This is something that MFL MarMac hasn't been a part of. Lake Mills has, is these big games, late in games. Lake Mills has been to 3 state tournaments, and a foul is going to be called on Kingland. He's got to be careful now. That's going to be number 4 against Kingland. You don't want to lose him. So Denton will be charged with his 4th. 8th. And we've got 1-and-1 free throws now for Driscoll. Somebody Lake Mills doesn't want at the free throw line. Zach Driscoll, a 86, almost 87% free throw shooter. He's 71 of 82 on the season from the free throw line. That's just incredible numbers for Driscoll. First one is up, and it is no good. Front. He missed it off the front end. 86% free throw shooter misses the front end, and Lake Mills has a chance.
Good old broadcaster's jinx right there, Aaron.
I was trying my hardest at the free throw line. Helming inside for 2. It's good, and the foul.
Great play there. Helming's getting going at the right time for the Bulldogs. To cut it to a 1-score game at the free throw line.
Blitz-Benteen has now been charged with his 4th foul for MFL MarMac. So both teams have some pretty good players with high fouls. As Lance Helming with a chance at an old-fashioned 3-point play to cut this to 1 possession. 50-46, 1:24 to play here in the fourth quarter. Lance Helming has a chance to make this. Oh, now there's a conversation at the scorer's table. What is the conversation at the scorer's table?
Looks like the Lake Mills fans think it's number 5.
And now there's another. We have had major problems tonight between figuring out what's going on. And now that's what you have here in the Substate game is you have an official scorer from Charles City, then you have the Lake Mills book and the MFL MarMac book. And now the MFL MarMac coaches are talking. Here comes Kyle Mankey. He's going to come over and have a conversation as well, as Lake Mills fans think it's the 5th foul on Blitz-Benteen. And it might be.
Yeah, they're subbing him out, maybe. You got 6 guys on the court.
Yeah, I think Carver Blitz-Benteen. Yeah, Carver Blitz-Benteen is just fouled out of the game with his 5th foul. That's a huge loss for MFL MarMac. So Carver Blitz-Benteen just picked up his 5th foul, and he has retired from this game for MFL MarMac, and that's a big loss for MarMac. Blitz-Benteen, 333 points this year, 14 points per game average. Free throw for Helming is up, and it is good. It's a 1-possession game. Lance Helming makes the free throw. He gets the 3-point play. 50-47, it's a 1-possession game. With 1:22 to play in the fourth, Lake Mills fans are on their feet. MFL MarMac fans are on their feet. Driscoll in the lane to Hackett. Here's Keel at the free throw line. Keel gives it back to Powell. Powell with the basketball. Back to Hackett. Hackett with the basketball for MFL MarMac. To Keel. To Driscoll inside the lane. Driscoll stops. 7 on the shot clock. Driscoll step back good. Driscoll gets the step back jumper. It's a 5-point game with 50 seconds to play. 5-point game, 50 seconds to play, 52-47. Denton Kingland has the ball for Lake Mills, top of the key. Lake Mills is setting up their offense. Kingland, step back, doesn't pull the trigger on the three. Menke will try a three. It's no good. Rebound to MFL MarMac. Driscoll's got it, shot clock off. 30 seconds, under 30 seconds to play. Lake Mills is going to have to foul. No, it's a loss. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Lake Mills thought they had stolen the basketball, but they're going to call a foul. The official on the near side did not make the call, and it's on Kingland. He's out of the game. So now Kingland is fouled out of the game as well. And Denton Kingland, the senior for Lake Mills, may have just played his last minute in a Bulldog uniform. Over 800 career points. One of the top assist man in the state this year. One of the best that's put on a Bulldog uniform. And hopefully he hasn't, but he may have just left the court for the Bulldogs. 52-47 is the score. Timeout on the floor. And if you're Lake Mills, we got 1-1 coming. And for the Bulldogs, kind of heartbreaking there. They thought they had a steal. They were down low, but the official here on the near side, he found a foul.
Yeah, just a tough break there for Lake Mills. From our vantage point, it looked like it could have been a steal. Could have just been a late whistle. It's hard to tell from up here, but got to hope he misses it. And if he does, you got to rebound. MFL MarMac, great offensive rebounding team. So still a lot of time left, 24.3 with the way that both these teams score. It's definitely not over yet.
Denton Kingland, 831 career points for Lake Mills. He has had over 111 steals in his career. He started in his 51st game tonight. This was the 75th game he has played in his career in a Bulldog uniform. He leaves it all on the floor, and he leaves with his 5th foul in this contest. Hopefully not the last time he enters the game for Lake Mills. Bulldogs are hoping to have him over 130 career made free throws, 187 rebounds, 241 assists for the longtime Lake Mills Bulldog. Driscoll at the free throw line. You don't get 86% to miss 2 in a row as Driscoll makes the first one. He'll get one more, 53-47. Second free throw also good, 54-47. 20 seconds to play in the game. Bacon has got to go. Lake Mills inside for 2. Bacon fouled. That's what Lake Mills wanted. But Bacon goes down hard, and he was grimacing while on the floor. Landon Nemi charged with a foul. That's going to be his second. And Logan Bacon will shoot 2 here for Lake Mills. They need points here with the clock not running. First free throw, Bacon, no good. Lake Mills has not had the night they wanted from the free throw line and don't get one to go there. 54-47, 18 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. MFL MarMac trying to get back to state for the first time since 2013. Lake Mills trying to make it 4 straight trips. Free throw is up and it is good for Bacon. He makes the second one. Lake Mills is going to have to foul here quickly, and Driscoll is fouled. They're going to keep the ball in Driscoll's hand for the rest of the night.
Oh, for sure. Lake Mills probably wasted a little bit of time there. Gave Driscoll quite a bit of space. A couple seconds ran off the clock. Valuable seconds here.
Yeah.
As we get very late in this game.
Bacon's fourth. 2 free throws automatically here for Driscoll, as that's the 10th team foul against Lake Mills in the half. And the first free throw is up, and it is good for Driscoll. And Lake Mills wants a timeout. 55-48 MFL MarMac fans, they're excited. Lake Mills wants to try to keep this game going. 14 seconds to play. 30-second timeout. I guess if you're Lake Mills here, Josiah, what do you got? What do you got working? I mean, you got to hope for a miss free throw and then probably try to find a 3, right?
Yeah. I mean, if it was a 6-point game, it was a 5-point game, I'd say maybe you can get a 2, but it's 7, and Driscoll's just about as near as automatic in high school as you can think. So I would say got to have a 3, and with Kingland not out on the court because, he fouled out, it's got to go to Menke.
Yeah. And as I mentioned, Driscoll, almost 80 attempts from the free throw line this year, and he's an 86, almost 90% free throw shooter. And, yeah, you're going to find kids that are 90%, but probably kids that have shot maybe 10 free throws.
Oh, yeah. Sophomore shooting 86%. I could barely make 2 of 10.
It's no good.
All right.
Briscoe misses it.
They gotta
Another
go quick,
broadcast jinx. Yeah, Lake Mills has got to find a three. Manis will be the one that will attempt it. It is no good. The rebound will come to MFL MarMac, and the Bulldogs of MFL MarMac can just kind of take the clock down from here. 5 seconds to play, and it's just about all she wrote as the MFL MarMac fans are on their feet. All the blue and gold across the way are cheering. Haven't been to state since 2013. They've been to a ton of semifinals, have never been to a state final. Been to a ton of semifinals. Actually, most years that they're at state have been to the semifinals, and then that's about it. 2013, they were in the semifinals and lost to West Fork in the semifinals in 2013. 2012, they were in the semifinals. 97, they lost in the quarters, but 94 and 93 with LaFrenz, of course, the 10-year NBA vet, took them to the state semifinals in 94 and 93. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw is also up and good for Driscoll. He makes them both. And for MFL MarMac, that'll be it. And MFL MarMac is off the state. They beat Lake Mills 57-48. MarMac is off the state for the first time since 2013. And for Lake Mills, for the first time in 3 years, the Bulldogs will miss a trip to Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. We'll take a break. We'll come back right after this. Post-game show is next on KIOW.
Hancock County Co-op Oil Association in Garner since 1930. Whether it's tires or service for your vehicles and big farm equipment, or your diesel barrel filled with Cenex Premium Field Master Fuel, see Hancock County Co-op Oil, Highway 18 West in Garner. Call 800-924-COOP.
Greenbelt Bank and Trust serves Belmont and the surrounding area with financial products and services for your personal and business needs. Bank with ease and convenience using their free mobile and electronic banking options. Count on Greenbelt Bank and Trust in Belmont to lead the way in assisting you with all your banking needs. And go Broncos!
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Ilevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
Iowa Mold Tooling in Garner. IMT has supported the GHV Cardinals and our local communities for 60 years. IMT would like to wish all of our area teams good luck in the tournaments. IMT in Garner is now hiring. Apply today at imt.com/careers.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company, family-owned and community-minded in Britt, Kanawha, Clarion, Belmont, and Dow's. Honoring families in North Iowa for over 40 years. Michael Brianne and the staff of Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company say good luck, area teams.
Summit House Independent and Assisted Living is the place to be. Worry-free maintenance, spacious, affordable apartments with a beautifully landscaped courtyard. Call Terry Tweedy at 843-3333. Summit House in Britt, where the fun never ends.
Miller & Sons E-Z-GO Golf Cars in Britt. Get the ride you deserve with the E-Z-GO Elite Lithium Series vehicles, powered by zero-maintenance Samsung SDI lithium batteries, backed by the best battery warranty available. Trust our certified team for all your customization, E-Z-GO parts, and service needs. Miller & Sons E-Z-GO Golf Cars, half-mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
Congratulations to all of our strong North Iowa teams on your outstanding seasons, and good luck to all of you this postseason. Stronger together, Gold Eagle Cooperative, we are your team. For up-to-the-minute market and ag news, download our Gold Eagle Cooperative mobile app, or for career opportunities including grain operations, agronomy, feed mill operations, and transportation, apply online at goldeaglecoop.com.
Celebrate 90 years with First State Bank of Belmont. Check out our website, fsbbelmont.com, for amazing giveaways all year long. Plus, you can sign up for mobile banking and e-statements. It's free, paperless, fast, and secure. First State Bank of Belmont, serving our customers, supporting our Belmont-Clemmy Bronco communities for 90 years. Member FDIC.
The Flower Cart in Britt. Think spring and brighten someone's day with fresh, colorful flower arrangements, blooming plants, candles, diffusers, home decor, and other great gifts. The Flower Cart in Britt says good luck, area teams.
Score the best Wi-Fi experience with fast fiber from ComOne. Get up to 1 gigabyte plus local support 24/7 so you can keep streaming your Eagles and Cardinals too. ComOne, the local one, serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with the most reliable internet, telephone, and digital HD TV. Click ComOneNet.net today.
Welcome back here to Charles City Middle School as the MFL MarMac Bulldogs on the court right now celebrating their state tournament appearance, the first since 2013. Lake Mills, they were celebrated here for their fantastic season. 21-1 or 23-1. Lake Mills will end their season, win another top of Iowa conference crown, 16-0. With that, obviously, you gotta cheer for Lake Mills as far as what they did this season.
Yeah, you do. It sucks having your one loss be the game right before state. But yeah, just a great season, undefeated in conference play. Something like, what is it, like 6 conference losses in the last 4-something years. Insane or something. But yeah, they'll be back. They've only got the 2 seniors, Schmidt and Kingland, playing their last game for the Bulldogs.